Where are you from?
Gwinnett County, Northside Atlanta. Yes, sir.
What was life like growing up in Gwinnett County?
You know, it's a good spot. You know, like don't let folks fool you. It's a good spot. So, you know, folks trying to say they doing this and that. A lot of them not. But you know, it's everybody got their trouble. So you know, it just is what you make it.
And so, what kind of activities were you involved in as a child?
I did. I played sports for real, and then high school came. I was playing sports in high school, and then, you know, it kind of went downhill.
Yeah.
Once getting a little bit older.
Yeah. Were you an artistic child?
I wouldn't say artistic, but I always had a love for music. I always wanted to make music. Was always interested in music. So, me focusing on it right now is just coming from that.
Yeah. Do you come from a musical family?
Actually, yeah. One of my uncles is a producer, and some of my cousins, they're producers. They produce for some big name guys. So, yeah,
Really?
I'm kind of following them.
So, are those the people who are like inspiring you to make music?
No, not even necessarily, really. I ain't gonna lie. My biggest inspiration to make music is Michael Jackson.
For real?
Yes, sir. If
Why?
I wasn't rapping, I would be a singer for sure.
Okay.
100%.
Why Michael?
Michael Jackson, when he stepped out, grown men fainted. Grown men fainted to see him.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was a star. That's the only way you can put it. He was a superstar anywhere he went.
Were you listening to Michael when you were a kid?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I grew up off Michael Jackson. My pops always playing Michael Jackson around the house.
Facts.
Everywhere we go. So I was locked in from day one. The Thriller video, when I was a child, scared the hell out of me. So I was locked in from a child.
Yeah. So at what point did you actually start making music?
I would say maybe my freshman, sophomore year in high school, but it wasn't nothing major. It wasn't really locking in or anything like that. It was just, you know, goofing around with some of my friends occasionally on the phone, you know, stuff like that. We was really making diss tracks to each other to start off, so that's really what started it.
Do you remember the name of the first song that you dropped?
No, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't. I definitely don't. I remember the first song I dropped in high school that kind of like everybody was listening, like, oh my God, he's rapping, was a song called Rap Simmons. And I wanted a pair so bad, so I made a song about it. It was a freestyle, the whole thing. Yeah. And it did a good number of plays, but it wasn't. It was just because people were surprised. They're like, oh shit, he rapping, okay, and they listening.
Yeah. So how did your peers sort of receive that song from you?
No, a lot of people liked it for sure. A lot of people liked it for sure, definitely. Yeah.
And so after you dropped sort of that song, did you receive label attention, or like what happened immediately afterwards?
Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. It was nothing major like that. It was just clowning around at school. So I would just drop songs and folks at school was messing with it. Yeah.
Are you currently independent or signed to a label?
Currently, I'm independent. Yes, sir.
And why is that? Do you want to be independent or do you want to sign to a label?
I feel like when the time is right, I definitely sign to a label. But when the time is right, it got to be the right timing. Everything got to be right. The deal got to be right. Everything has to be perfect, exactly how it needs to be. So I'm just waiting for the signs.
Has it been challenging to pursue this music career?
Yeah, I say yeah, it's challenging because a lot of times you want to stop, but you got to tell yourself, you got to keep going. If this really what you want, you got to keep going. You got to. You can't let nobody get in your head, tell you this and that. If you want it and you know that you can get somewhere with it, you got to go on with it and see it through.
What would you say is the most challenging aspect of being a rapper?
The most challenging aspect is it got to be the criticism, because everybody's going to say something. And they might like it, but they might not like one part, and you might not like one part, but you still got to just go through with it. Somebody else might like it's too objective. So you really just got to focus on what you like, and if you like it, shit, rock out with it.
Yeah. Has your music career caused any conflicts in your personal life?
Nah, yeah, not really. Yeah, only good things have came, for real.
Has life changed since The time that you said that the time that you announced yourself publicly as a rapper?
Hell yeah, definitely.
In what ways?
Yeah.
Like, what's changed?
Just the way I carried myself definitely changed. Trying to be more outgoing, trying to really let people know, like, hey, yeah, this me. And I don't like to meet people and immediately tell them, oh yeah, I rap, but when you find out, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I made that. That's hard. Yeah. And I really don't give a fuck about your opinion either.
Yeah. So what helped you to cultivate that mindset where you don't care what people feel about you?
Yeah, just fuck it. Just really, I'm just like, hey, fuck it. I really started going with, hey, if I like it, I like it. What the fuck? How you gonna tell me what I like? So it's like more so on some. I know it's hard. It's folks telling me it's hard. So hey, your little voice over here can't be the only one just throwing me off track.
Yeah. If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would you perform?
If I could perform anywhere in the world,
Any
it'd probably be Paris.
Okay, why Paris?
I feel like Paris is the city of romance, so it's just gonna be great vibes. I know it's gonna be great vibes. Pretty women everywhere, everybody having a good time.
Yeah.
Everything is just gonna be good,
What's your studio process like? Are you punching in? Are you writing?
So I do punch in. I might write a verse, not a verse, but I might write a line or two. But after that, I'm punching everything in, and I'm just going off that.
Why do you punch in instead of write?
I feel like writing it doesn't flow as good when you start trying to put it in an actual song. Sometimes it works though, because there's been times where I could write a song and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a hit for sure. But sometimes it's where I'm just in the studio vibing. I'm locked in wherever I'm at vibing, wherever I'm recording, I'm vibing, and I'm just going off pure energy.
Yeah. What's been the most memorable moment of your career so far?
The most memorable moment. The most memorable moment is probably just being around other people that I know are where I want to be. So meeting them and learning how they work and how they operate, and being able to sit in the studio with them and just lock in and having them look at me as a peer. Yeah, it's got to be a good feeling.
What kind of music does Breezy listen to?
I listen to everything. And when let me not say everything. I listen to a lot of hip hop, a lot of different type of hip hop. I can go from listening to Lil Baby to listening to an underground rapper you've never heard of that's making some crazy music. But I don't really care. As long as it sounds good, I'm rocking with it.
Are you one of those artists who thinks it's like difficult to cultivate your own sound if you listen to other people, or do you think that helps influence or improve your sound?
Influence is everything. Everybody is influenced. People try to lie and say, oh, nah, I didn't get anything from them. Everybody is influenced. Taking influence is a good thing. It helps people grow. It helps being better. It helps make you better. So influence is just, when you listen to something, you're like, oh, I kind of like that. Let me try something out like this. You can't copy it exactly, but if you take influence, it's cool as long as you, doing your own thing with it.
Yeah. If you could collab with one artist, living or dead, who would you collab with?
If I could collab with one artist, it would have to be Michael Jackson for sure. I know we don't make the same music at all, but hey, I make something work. I don't care. Yeah,
I heard. Does Tupac have a song with Michael Jackson?
I heard that too. I definitely heard that.
A couple rappers.
I don't think it came out.
Yeah.
I definitely heard that it was in the air though.
Yeah, facts. So what's your ultimate aspiration with the music?
At first, my goal was just to be, known in the underground, just respected in the underground scene. But as I'm getting older, as I'm working and meeting other people, meeting other artists, it's kind of getting to the point where oh, nah, I want to be big. I want to kind of change the music scene. Not necessarily change it, but make it more acceptable. A lot of people, they don't want to listen to the underground music because they like, oh, nah, that's different, that's weird. They don't want to listen to it. I want to make it like everybody can rock out with it. Like, oh, that sound good. Oh, I'm rocking with it, for sure.
Are you interested in any other art forms outside of music?
What would you say art forms?
Like painting or drawing or writing?
I like writing. I love writing, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I do love writing. Like, when I was younger, I wanted to be a writer for real. Yep. I wanted to be a writer for real. So,
Oh, wow. What kind of writer?
Yeah. When I was younger, I liked to read a lot. So, nonfiction, I was locked in. I like stories. I like storytelling. So, I was always trying to write a story, make a story, you know? Yeah.
Do you feel like that's influenced your creativity as a rapper?
A little bit, partly, yeah. Like, yeah, I got a good imagination. Like, I got a good way to think about things. So, yeah, I can create a story, paint a picture. I feel like I can paint a picture pretty well.
For someone watching this who aspires to do what you do, what advice would you have for them?
Just be you. Don't try to see other people doing this and be like, oh, well, that's popping, so let me try to do that. Do what you like. If you like something, attempt. You know, try it, test it out, see what's going on. Like, you might really fuck with it, and you might really lock in with it, and that might be what takes you to that next level. A lot of people are scared to try new things. Scared to try to get in a different, you know, area, a different genre, try something new. They scared. So if you like something, if you feel like that's something that you could do well, try it out. You know, it might just work. It might just pop. It might just be the thing that takes you to that next level.